How you going, people? Well, man, I'm not sure on this one. It's going to sound like I'm wiggling in and out on this if you've already seen this. This guy obviously is drunk. He's trying to bait the cop, and I'll just, we'll talk about it here in a second.
You're a fucking bitch ass cop. You can't afford shit. You never make shit. Forever. I'll be fucking your bitch. What's up? Waiting.
Thanks, police activity, for putting this up.
Listen, man. Waiting. Come get me, bitch.
Okay, look, guys like this who are drunk are going to talk smack. I don't know what kind of police station this is and shit. What? All they do is drink kegs? Are these all seized? I mean,
Bitch ass motherfucker. Uncuff him now, bitch. You want some static? Come on. Uncuff him, bitch. Oh, pussy. Bitch ass motherfucker.
okay, as much as he's spitting on the floor, you can guess he's going to end up spitting on the cop. I don't know if the cop overreacts a little bit here. I've been spit on, and it's instinctive to throw a blow so you don't get spit on again. Is it justified? Yeah, a spitting is a battery, and if you batter a cop, he's going to batter you back. Should you be beating a guy up who's handcuffed? No. Does this cop pound on him after he's handcuffed? I think he knocks him out in the first one and then kind of pins him and then gets a little emotional and starts, now who's the bitch? Because he's responding emotionally, and getting spit on is an emotional event.
Are you scared?
Do I look scared?
You bitch ass motherfucker. That bitch.
Those aren't keys.
Right, that's why you're scared, bitch.
So the cop's kind of, I guess, going back and forth. Do I look scared? I mean, it's hard to ignore these guys. Sometimes you're just bored and you're like, shut the hell up. And you start kind of nagging back. Did the cop cause this? I don't think so. Should the suspect have been knocked out? I think it was an instinctive punch. It's totally legal. A lot of departmental policy says you won't use force on a guy in handcuffs. So I don't know what the agency said on this, whether this is against policy. Of course, people writing policy aren't getting spit on.
That's who you're going for the rest of your life. You're scared? You're wearing uniform?
All right, let's move up here to...
Bitch ass, pussy motherfucker. Just like you were in high school. Just like you were in middle school. Just like you were everywhere. You're a bitch. Just like you've always been. You can't even look at me because you're such a bitch. You can't even look my keys because you're such a bitch. So, that scared? As an officer of the law, you're that scared? You're scared to even unlock my keys because you're that much of a bitch? That much of a pussy? That's... Alright. I'll remember you. What's your name? Officer what? Let me see.
It's right there.
Come on, pussy ass motherfucker. Come here. Come here. Let me see. Officer Pussy.
Okay, so the guy's kind of drunk. I mean, if I was him, I'd just be laughing at him like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're in handcuffs. You're going to jail. Let's not make this personal. Just, I mean, whatever. I mean, the guy is pushing and pushing till he gets a reaction. He gets a reaction. I know people are going to say the cop's wrong and he shouldn't have, and it's BS that you hit a guy that's handcuffed. And I agree. I don't like punching a guy that's handcuffed. But when you're spit on, it's almost a very personal, insulting, kind of just degrading act that usually provokes an initial immediate response. If you can spit on somebody and they don't do nothing, man, they probably are a pussy. But anyway.
Oh shit. That's so funny. Is that noise of a bitch. My lord. Bitch ass motherfucker. What's up, pussy? Come here. Come here, bitch.
Okay, so he stuck his tongue out and kind of spit. Obviously, it hit him in the face because the cop reacts. He looked right at him and spit him. He wants a reaction. I know everybody's going to say, he should be more professional. He should have. Yeah, I mean, ideally, he should have just reached over there, grabbed the front of his shirt, pulled it over his head, and then he can spit in his own face. That would have probably been a better response. But if the guy spit on you and staring at you like this, how do you know? And I know you can't be using force because what you don't know, but I mean, that's a pretty aggressive assault. First thing cops want to do is normally is get their face away from him so they don't get spit on again. And I think this cop just swings and hits him. Is it a little excessive? Fan butts and coconuts. I don't know. I can't say whether I would have hit him or not. I mean, I would have definitely responded. I might have grabbed his shirt. I might have put my hand over his mouth. That if he bit me, then I'd have punched him. I mean, there's so many different ways you could do this. I think the guy, after he punched him and knocked him out, he probably could have stopped. Maybe he didn't realize he knocked him out. But here's the punch.
You will not spit on me again. Do you understand me? We need a use of force and a supervisor here.
Right?
It's like, damn, he made me undo my watch. So he's knocked out. I don't know if he knocked him out on this concrete. Maybe he's bleeding on the other side of his head. I can't tell. If he knocked him into the concrete, then it's absolutely excessive. If he just punched him and knocked him out, maybe a little excessive, but I can understand the heat of the battle, instinctive response. If he knocked him and banged his jaw into this concrete afterwards when he was holding his head, then that's a little excessive. It'll play out in the tapes if there'll be other tapes. He's probably going to get written up because the guy's in handcuffed, and they're going to say, hey, he's in handcuffs. Somebody else will say, hey, man, the guy shouldn't have spit on him. He was being a jerk, and he spit on him. He was, but he's in handcuffs. Come on. I mean, I don't know. I know there's going to be young cops that are like, that's bullshit. He deserved what he got. And there might be some older cops that think that way, but I don't know. An initial punch and just went, don't do that again, I'd have been okay, but oh well.
What was that about being a bitch? Who's unconscious now?
That's not going to help him. Remember totality of circumstances? How's this guy going to say I was in control? This was a controlled use of force. I was using minimum force necessary to overcome the other person's force. I was handcuffed in a chair. Not going to play well. Not going to play well with IA. Not going to play well with the media. Not going to play well if the guy sues. Not going to play well when the department has to try and defend this cop because of what he said.
What was that about being a bitch? Who's unconscious now?
Actually, knocking a guy unconscious that handcuffed isn't really that tough of a feat, dude. I mean, I wouldn't be running around pounding my chest on that one. But
No.
Yeah, he spit in my face. Oh, no.
Yeah. Say ambulance?
We will need an ambulance, yeah.
Can I get an ambulance? No.
okay, so they cut the tape, so I'm pretty sure probably the guy's bleeding. I don't know, but anyway, look, is it justified? Yeah. In the olden days, would this have been questioned? No. If you did that to a cop 20 years ago, absolutely 100% no problem. In today's environment, hell, if this guy was having a sex change and he turns out to be a woman wanting to be a man or a man wanting to be a woman, now you're beating up a woman. Next thing you know, you're going to be hating transgender. If he's got any blood of any Asian, Indian, or African American in him, now it's going to be a hate crime. I mean, in today's age, you really can't freaking tell. 20 years ago, I don't think anybody would have had a problem with this. But anyway, we'll end that there. Everybody can argue it out in the comments.